Hi everybody, this is Felicia and welcome to the Crafty Maven. Here's the inspiration piece, and what I'm going to be doing is using a lot of the colors in it. And here's my sketch that I drew myself. I didn't get a chance to put it on my computer yet. So I'm going to start off with some of my older products. I mean really older products here. And I'm going to go ahead and start with cutting out the center of this brown cardstock. Now, the colors that I'm using for this is kind of represents what the photo is all about. So the photo is all about a photo I should say, of Hemingway's house. Now, if anybody is interested in knowing Hemingway or don't know who Hemingway is, he was the famous journalist slash writer, and he lived in Cuba. So, how I got that picture, no, I did not go to Cuba. But my daughter did, and she brought me back a ton of pictures. And this was one of the most historical pictures that she could bring back for me, which was the inside the inside of Hemingway's house. So, anyway, so I'll tell you a little bit about Hemingway in a minute, but right now I'm going to, in this paper, like I said, a lot of my stuff that I'm going to be using on this layout has been in my stash for a very long time. So I decided to go ahead and start using some of it up, and especially for this layout. And then the colors that are in this layout is going to represent what the inspiration was from the inspiration piece, because the inspiration piece has these colors in it as well. So I use my tab. I love that thing. I've been using it a lot since I opened it. I've had it sitting on my shelf for a while. I think it was about a month, and then I decided to go ahead and use it one other time, and then I've used it. This is like my fourth time using it for a layout. So I'm pretty happy about that. And you have to excuse my body parts there in the video there. I was standing while I was doing this layout. So anyway, so there is the photo of Hemingway's house, and as you can see, it was really beautiful actually, to get this photo, and I just loved the way she was able to get that angle. She did really good, and she had a little point and shoot camera because her cell phone had gotten stolen from her while she was there in Cuba, which was not good, but you know, it is what it is. We never got it back, and so I had to not only disable the phone, but disconnect I disconnected the phone so it can't be used, but I also disabled it so if they were even able to get in to use it for the code, they couldn't use it. There's no carrier that's going to take it, so which was a good thing. I like that. So now I'm 3Ding some of these pieces here. Like I said, every single thing that's going to be on this layout is from my stash. And I decided to go ahead and use this particular piece right here, which is from a long time ago, Bo Bunny. And that's when Bo Bunny had this collection out a while back, had oh my gosh, clocks and turn back the time and everything like that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm stringing some twine through the holes of these chipboard clocks. And that's also from Bo Bunny from a long time ago. I keep saying that because it is. Seriously, it is. It's from way back. So, so I'm putting the twine through each one of these, and I didn't mean for you to watch me do that, but it's okay. You get to see how I do it. So, and so I'm gonna, once I get it all through each one of these clocks here, I'm going to go ahead and put them down on the layout. So back to Hemingway. So Hemingway was a novelist slash journalist, um, kind of and writer and things like that. His full name was Ernest Miller Hemingway, and he achieved success. Um, Started getting well known, I should say, in 1926, and something about World War II. You know, I don't know all the whole entire history, but my daughter, that's what her major was, and what she graduated from college with was a BA in history, and she loves this kind of stuff. So Um, let's see what else can I remember about Hemingway. He had a boat. He won the Pulitzer Prize. He won the let's see there the Pulitzer, a Nobel Prize, and they were all for his writings and for I guess his literature, something like that to that effect. So, but anyway, so and he was well known. He lived there in Cuba. He had a boat there that was that was still there too as well. So I have a photo of that, and so I'll be scrapping that. And he was a really interesting character. So I found these much older um, chipboard alphas in my stash, and so I'm going to be using that. And the cool thing about those is they have newspaper journaling on them. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I was using them like that until later after I got it on the layout. And then I go, oh my goodness, this has journaling in it. And that wasn't done on purpose. That was not done on purpose. I kid you not. So what I'm going to be doing with this is spelling out Hemingway. Um, and sorry if you hear these dogs in the back. Some of my neighbors don't know how to control their dogs and they just let them bark and bark and bark. So sorry if you hear all of that. Anyway, so back to the layout. And so now I'm using some pieces that I've also cut out. These were cutouts except for that little spinning, look like a little pinwheel. That's a brad. But I got these two tags over here to the right of me if you're looking at the screen, or to the right of you. And I'm going to be using those tags for a little bit of journaling. I don't want to journal a whole bunch. I'm just going to talk about how my daughter got the photo and whose house it was. Um, so, and I'm using some glue to glue these down because they never stick. So thickers aren't the only chipboard alphas that don't stick. It seems like most chipboard alphas don't stick for some reason. So I'm just adding a little extra glue down there to make sure that they stay put. And I'm doing my best to keep it straight. And I have the thickers tool that helps you keep your alpha straight, but I forgot to pull it out. Wow. I don't know. Sometimes I don't be thinking about it. And so hopefully I'll get this down straight. And it looks like they're going down straight. Um, that was my concern, was making sure that I did that. So, but there you have it. And I love these little chipboards. They are so cool. And I've had them in my stash forever, but I decided to go ahead and use them on this layout here, which I thought was a good idea. And now I'm just going to put the cork arrows down and everything. So I pretty much am almost done with this layout. I'm going to add a little bits and pieces here and there, that other half of a label, and then I'm going to add. And it's all you do with this is just adding for interest. You're not really adding for no special purpose of any kind. So that's all I'm doing that for. And part of my hair and my head there, part of that's in the way. So um, but anyway, so you get to you get the gist of the whole thing. It's just that this was one of those things that I was like, wow, this is interesting, and I love the photos of it. So, and now I'm gonna put some of these cork stars. Now the cork stars, they're not super old, but those brads are that I have, and yeah, the rest of everything else on this layout is wow, it's been around for a while. Let's just say that. So you can create a really good layout with everything in your stash. And that was my point here, was to do that. So now I'm going to add a little bit, my little thing, so you know I'm almost done. Here is my Heidi Swap mist. I'm going to be adding little sprinkles of that, not a whole lot, just enough because it's an older photo and I'm using older items on it, so I'm pretty much done. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and be sure to tune in for more of the Crafty Mavens for all the other talented ladies. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.